Hi everyone, welcome. It's FPLMattDay here, and this is my wildcard draft for game week 8 and includes an AI rating as well. If you're new here and you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button. Be sure to give this video a like and get any comments, questions, and thoughts in ahead of the game week 8 deadline, which is Saturday with an early kickoff between Tottenham and West Ham. We've currently just had an international break, which is still ongoing. So we've had a little bit of time off from FPL. So this wildcard hopefully will help those managers who are looking to activate that for game week 8 and beyond. But let's share screen and get straight into the video. And we're going to start off with the goalkeeper pick. And it's Jordan Pickford, a hero from last season, the highest scoring goalkeeper last season. Hasn't quite hit those heights this year as yet. Price is sitting at 4.8 million, so it's gone down. But he did get a double-digit haul in game week 7, and he showed what he can do and what he is capable of. You'll see there, next game away to Ipswich, followed by Fulham at home and Southampton away, with 3.8 predicted points, 4 points and 3.8 points. So that shows me there's a clean sheet in there across that next few games, along with some bonus and save points. He's hitting at least 3 points per game. I would suggest over this next run of games, even if Everton lose or concede goals, because he gets so many saves. And I think we're going to start seeing some value in Pickford again. So let's go into the defence. And it starts off with a back three. There might be a surprise in there. Trent stays. I think if you already have him, especially as well, at 7.1 million currently. Chelsea home and Arsenal away looks tricky, but I think he can navigate the Chelsea home game. I think Liverpool will be quite tight in that one. They'll look to get that win, maybe sort of 1 or 2-0. I don't think they'll go too gung-ho in that one, which will be good for Trent. He'll be on the ball a lot in that game. It'll be good for bonus point potential. Arsenal always tough, but he can always come out with a return in any given game. And I think the Brighton home game is going to give Trent a lot of spaces and opportunity to get points. And then Rico Lewis to give some City coverage in there. He looks to be in favour at the moment. So happy to have him at 4.7. And then Dalot, it might interest a few people because United obviously haven't looked the greatest so far, but they've still shown the capability to keep clean sheets when they need to. They did it in the Villa away game. They've got Brentford, West Ham, and Chelsea in the next 3, but there's a good run of fixtures after that. I think Dallow's attacking upside has a lot of potential in there. We saw what he can do towards the end of last season. I actually remember keeping a 15-point haul on the bench for Dalot on the last day of the season. So he can get those big hauls, which we've already seen this season as well, in particular that Southampton game. Let's go into the midfield 5. Look, the captain's armband on this wild card's on Salah. But again, that will probably change over to another player who you'll see when we reveal the forward. You probably know who it is. And we can kind of do the overall points once we do that. But Salah, I think, is just a mainstay. Getting points. Good fixtures, I think. Chelsea home. We've got the Brighton home game in there as well. There's going to be points from Salah. Foden's come in as the Palmer/Saka alternative. I think this could be his time to shine over the next few weeks with Wolves, Southampton, and Bournemouth away. And there's a lot of opportunity for someone like Phil Foden. And if it doesn't quite work out, you can shift away from him pretty easily at that price point as well. And you can normally downgrade him for someone else who's on form and then use that money to upgrade elsewhere or save a couple of transfers. But I think there's potential in him there. Mbeumo as well, he's been unbelievable this season. And with the fact that he's now on pens with Tony not at Brentford anymore is making it even better. McNeil, he's a bit of a differential sort of wildcard pick from me. He's picked up some points. He's the second most in-form midfielder in the game. And we spoke about those games for Pickford. I think these are good games from an attacking point of view from Everton. These are the games, your Ipswich, Fulham, Southamptons, that Everton will be wanting to pick points up in. Fulham's probably going to be a bit trickier with their form, but Ipswich and Southampton are the teams Everton need to take points from. Then Brennan Johnson, 6.6 million, going under the radar, 7 goals in his last 7 games in all competitions for club and country. West Ham, Palace and Villa, 2 of those being home games. There's scoring potential for Johnson. He's nailed currently as well in that front 3. Let's go into the forwards. Here's that man I spoke about. Haaland, let's put the captain's armband on him for this Wolves game. 15.4 million. I'd still keep him for Southampton, home, Bournemouth away, that Wolves game away there. His points and his opportunities to captain him and get some goals out of him is too high. If he does blank or continues to hit a couple of blanks like he did the last couple of weeks, maybe a conversation to sell. But for now, he's a keep. And then Raul Jimenez, I think his form at the moment and the fact that he's looked to have nailed himself in that Fulham team, potentially with Pens as well, I think you can cover your Smith Rowe midfield with Raul Jimenez because we've seen Smith Rowe drop lately. This run of games for Fulham is brilliant. You can see Villa, Everton, Brentford, 2 of those being at home. So for me, he's my favourite sort of 5.6 million asset. I know there's Delap from Ipswich as well. You've got Calvert-Lewin, who's a bit more expensive, Wood, who's a bit more expensive. But there's something about Raul at the moment that I'm kind of preferring. And now let's go to the bench. Just put any old 4 million keeper in there for now, so that can be your choice. Faze from Leicester. He's got Southampton, Forest, and Ipswich in the next 3, so you can always throw him in there if you need to be. Vandenberg from Brentford. If he can get those starts at 4 million, I think he's a great option with Brentford's run. And then I've gone for a cheapy 4.5 million, kind of dead forward right now. Again, as I mentioned before, you can interchange Foden out. If he doesn't quite hit the heights that a few of us are anticipating, and you could do a forward upgrade to maybe a Solanke and then a midfield downgrade on Foden, maybe to someone like Eza, if Eza can hit some form that we're all waiting for him to do. So let's scroll out and see the full team. So you can see the full team here on screen. Predicted points, 63.1 and 89% team rating for game week 8. If we optimize the team, let's see. Oh, and it takes out Rico Lewis, puts in Fies. Still 89% team rating. Let's go to game week 9. This is what I would play if it was game week 9. It still gives you a really strong team here. You probably don't need to make any transfers. In game week 9, you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 home games and a home game off phase off the bench. You even got Alexander Arnold there on your bench, which you probably want to bring him in. And then game week 10, again, great fixtures here. Lots of green fixtures, lots of options. You've got Dallo on your bench. You've got Faze with Ipswich away on your bench. So you can go a good few weeks without having to make a transfer, and you hit a lot of key points and spots in this squad. And what I really like about this squad, and this is what I tried to do when I'm picking my FPL teams, I pick productive players in there. So Johnson, he's very productive right now. McNeil, heartbeat of that Everton attack, same as Mbeumo. Salah. Foden, kind of anticipating him to be productive again. But then your defenders, Alexander Arnold, Lewis, they're attacking defensive players, just like Dallo there as well. And Raul Jimenez is on form, and Haaland is obviously Erling Haaland. So it's great to be doing a video again. I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel. Give this video a like and get any comments, questions, and thoughts in ahead of Game Week 8. I'll be back with more videos towards the end of the week. I think I'll be doing a differential and transfer target type of video. And I'll also be doing, maybe potentially doing a live deadline stream. If you've got this far and you want a deadline stream, let me know in the comments. But there'll be plenty of shorts as well as the week goes on. Thanks again to everyone that's tuned in. We will look to end this stream now. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. And I did forget to put the banner up during this one. So let's put it up for the last 20 or 30 seconds of the video. Apologies for that. I know there's some watchers out there that value that banner across the bottom of the screen. Thanks again, everyone. I'm FPLMattDay, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.